Okay, welcome back to my channel, Libra. This is just a really quick video. I'm going to do a couple of them here that are just short and sweet. This is just a couple of things that are incoming for you that are more warning cards to let you know what you are going to be dealing with that is going to be. So the first one I do here is going to be what it is that you need to be aware of, that you need to just a heads up. And then the next video I do will be what's good and what's incoming. But right now, I feel that a lot of you, it doesn't have to speak to everybody. This is a general read, but again, this is for December 2023 to December 2022 to January 2023. What I see here is you are definitely going to be making some kind of a decision. There is for sure a struggle here with trying to balance things. You do have a breakthrough coming through here though, and you are going to be struggling with probably a lot of jealousy right at this time. I do feel it is going to be some balancing around money. I do feel like you will have to, you're blocked, I feel, even emotionally on some level. I do feel like it's not just a matter of blocking emotionally, which I do think you are having to create some kind of boundaries, which is important, given that I see that you're really struggling to maintain your efforts in a particular area of your life. But again, stay as calm as you can in a situation so that you can reflect on the best solution. And again, with the Ace of Swords coming through here, I do feel like you will make some progress in obtaining that balance. But again, it's just about, emotionally, I feel like you are really trying to center yourself despite a lack of security financially, could be even feeling insecure personally, but definitely there's some kind of jealousy around you here. There's a bit of competition, and you could be refusing to see it or in some way blocking yourself from opening up to the solution, but that is coming through with the Two of Pentacles. So as I say, it's just a bit of a heads up that this is where your energy is kind of focused. I feel like you're really trying to balance a lot right now in your head. And I feel like the best way to obviously get through to a goal is to focus on one thing at a time to the exclusion of everything else. Everything seems important in the moment, but ideally or ultimately, if you're focusing on the area that seems to have the most impact on your going forward, that is where the area needs to be addressed. So as I said, you're juggling a lot of things here at once. This is sort of the prime energy for December, January. And again, it feels like it's really about balancing the budget and all of that, but it's still going forward in a positive direction because you have the Two of Pentacles with that Ace of Swords. So that energy is really, kind of, as I say, there's a bit of a second chance coming through here. You're diving a little bit deeper. I feel like you are going to be getting some concentration back despite other people's interaction here. And again, that's still energy around things fighting for your attention. Again, that Five of Wands energy can be personal distractions for yourself or other people that are bringing you into petty arguments, that kind of thing, those kinds of challenges. But I do feel like you really need to, as they say, put your game face on and kind of stay focused on your goal and what's important for you. As I say, this is definitely about overcoming some challenges around competition and conflict in around finances for sure. A little bit of jealousy going on here, and I definitely see some disagreements that I feel like you are going to be managing because again, you've got the Two of Pentacles, you've got the Two of Swords, you're really guarded. It's a bit of a stalemate in regards to this jealousy and this insecurity. Things are just at a halt here. But I do feel like whatever these squabbles are, again, you're going to see some positive results because of your efforts in trying to get clear on how to juggle that. But like I said, I mean, there's a lot of hope here, even though this is what's immediately coming in. And I will do, as I say, the next video in a few seconds here I'll put up will be what is good that's coming in for Libra for December to January. But as I say, this is your immediate challenge that is coming in, and it is certainly one that is going to really require you to put your game face on, as I said, with that Two of Swords energy, because it's a bit of a struggle for balance. I do feel like you're pulling it off, and I do feel like you're going to get a little insight on how to do it with that Ace of Swords. And again, you know, swords are all about, or sorry, the twos, period, are all about finding the balance in partnerships and ideas and all of that kind of thing. But it is a balancing act here. So I do feel like there is a decision or a choice, like I said, that you are going to be making here, just to kind of refine, you know, how you're going forward. But you're trying to balance, I feel, getting your concentration back, and I feel like you're trying to isolate, well, I shouldn't say isolate yourself, but you're trying to limit some of the exposure around people that are challenging you at this time. And that is, again, around Five of Wands, is that jealousy and insecurity is what's motivating it. So I just feel like, you know, people are being easily triggered. You might be easily triggered at this time in December to January. Just be firm and just don't give in, you know, because this is really, like I say, it's a time for you to set your obstacles down and to get yourself focused. And that's strongly what's coming through here. This is what is the main energy that will be for December to January, like I said, because I do feel like you are getting, or you're feeling maybe a little bit attacked here on some front, but you've got a lot of boundaries up here. And again, emotionally kind of pulling yourself away from it. So I do feel like you're kind of rising to the challenge, giving yourself a bit of a game plan up ahead here. And as I say, this is also about, you know, not panicking, because I feel like, I don't feel like you're super stressed out about it so much as you're trying to stay really logical about how you're going forward here. And again, it feels like you are kind of juggling in a bit of a game, juggling in this game here, because like I say, Two Pentacles energy is still about trying to figure out how to, you know, how to, I don't want to say win the argument, but it's still around how to I don't want to say sideswipe, but what's the word I'm looking for here? But how to kind of navigate away from it, negotiate out a situation so that you are the one that is the victor in a sense. You know what I mean? By not participating in this energy over here, you gain some sense of advancement. But again, you've got two fives here. So Five of Pentacles and a Five of Wands. This is definitely some challenging energy there, because two fives is what you're looking at for the month of, so it's at least half of, you know, half of your effort is going to be around trying to maintain a level of security, as well as holding off some of the jealousy that's around you. And I do feel like you're doing it, because like I say, you've got the Ace of Swords with the Two of Pentacles. You're figuring it out, but again, it's from a distant place of, you know, figuring out how to smooth it out is from a distant place. So you're removing yourself from the situation instead of trying to, you know, settle the disputes. I feel like you're removing your emotional energy from it entirely. That's what it really feels like. And again, that Two of Pentacles energy is really still a positive card here, because Two of Pentacles is still that juggling act. It's still moving forward, though. It's still figuring out, you know, how you're mastering this financial situation. You are doing it. So like I said, I mean, even in terms of work, you know, I feel like you're being flexible, you're balanced. You know, this is also that energy around, even in terms of a relationship, where you're still balanced, but, you know, you're squeezing in time here and there for whatever it is that you need to get through. And in terms of, you know, resources and all of that, you just have to remember to, you know, divide your time wisely and your resources. Because, and again, I do feel like you're doing it from a place of, holding yourself back and away from this energy over here. That's how you're getting clear. That's how you're making your way forward. So just to round it up here, and again, the next video I do will be on what's the good things that are coming in. But right now, like I said, Ace of Swords, you're just being a little bit more distant in the way that you are dealing with this insecurity and all these challenges. But again, aces are about new beginnings, and that's what you're working toward here. But it's also creative power, and it's about to it's, you know, the power of one is really the energy of being able to move forward in a whole new way with a strong mindset with that ace. And like I said, Ace of Swords, I definitely feel like you've just kind of removed your emotional energy from some situations here. So that is probably the best I would say is as a warning for you that you need to deal with, is just some insecurity and a lot of people around you that are going to challenge you at this time. But like I said, Ace of Swords is definitely about, you know, using your ideas to figure something out. This is definitely winter sort of energy representing in the month, but it's about having some self-discipline and some control and narrowing down the focus so that you actually get something accomplished with that Two of Pentacles to the Ace of Swords as the clarifier. So, you know, get rid of the emotional extremes, get rid of anything that threatens the things that you're trying to create, that level of freedom. And it's also about communicating and thinking differently, independently, resolving old problems, but it's taking advantage of new opportunities here as well, and kind of cutting through some of this overwhelm, and the balancing act with your time and your energy. So I do feel like you will require some sense of prioritizing yourself here to, and again, focusing more so on the one element, the one thing versus the 15 things. What is the thing in, you know, in the next month or 2 months that will make the most difference in your life, that if you put all your time and energy behind, will be able to move you forward. And again, it's the mental energy behind that as well that's going to bring about that balance. So spiritually, it is also, aces are all about, you know, being able to sort of, you know, break through any illusions as well. But it's also, you know, energy that's in around empowerment and problem solving and willpower. So anyway, that's what I have for you. And again, I'll do a next one, another read here about what's the good things that are coming in for Libra. Right now, you have to deal with jealousy, insecurity, figuring out a way to problem solve, removing your own energy from, you know, multitasking and doing too many things. Just do the one thing. I think there's actually a book on that too. Do the one thing, and I forget who the author is, but I know it's something along that same basis. So hopefully I'll throw it out there in one of my next reads for you, Libra. But that's what I have for you. So Merry Christmas, and I'll do another quick video here on what's good, what's coming in for Libra for December to January.